Guys, I was kind of walking around Roblox VC games and I encountered something that I don't usually encounter on the internet. There was someone claiming to be an online mother for minor children. Now, a lot of you might think to yourselves, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on, right? This is just it, right? I think that they have good intentions, but since this whole situation with the whole Predators Online and Roblox controversy going on, this person claimed to be an online mother and, well, just kind of have a look.
I have motherly instincts.
Yeah? How do you know that?
Because I have 5 online children who all come to me with problems and call me mom. And one of them I raised since they were 11. They're now in college.
I've got kung fu instincts. Actually, my name's Kevin. Okay,
Kevin.
See that? All right, just a quick joke just for the funs. Can I ask a question? How old are you?
24.
24? You've had a child for how many years? Hold on. You said they're in college?
I raised one since I was 9 years old. I've been taking care.
You've been a parent
I raised one since they were 8 years old with love, compassion, and understanding.
Do you help them with their homework? I'm kind of curious about this whole online parenting thing. Okay, hold on. So you've been a parent since you were 11, you said?
Motherly instincts kicked in. They were 9.
And what do you do to be a parent? What are the qualifications of being an online parent?
Honestly, it's the same as a real parent. You love, support, and protect them.
Really?
No, if you step in for parents who don't care.
Yeah, I get that. Why don't you just call yourself a role model then? Why do you gotta call them a parent? Why do you gotta call yourself a parent though?
Because they refer to me as mom. By their own instinct, they call me mom, mommy, mama.
Yeah, but you can also do that as like a brotherly or sisterly love as well. Can't you do that?
A brotherly is like, okay, there's my sibling. I'll protect them, but I don't love them as deeply. It's like I could get annoyed and ignore them. As a mother or father, you have this instinct that's nature. To protect and love and nurture. All I know, as long as they're happy and safe online, that's all I can do.
Yeah. You know what? This is an interesting topic that's very like controversial and stuff as well. You know what I mean? So I kind of have something to say about this.
I understand.
Right? In regards to like, I'm a content creator, right? So I have had a lot of young people follow me, you know what I mean, in terms of my content creation.
Oh, I understand completely.
Or like, and just like community based. And I definitely understand you when you say like negligent parents are horrible, man, because it's like I've been in a position where it's like kids have access to being online, and because I'm a content creator, I'm online in public all the time, so I get to see who like the regulars are, you know, like the fans. And then you find out that they're super young and they're online all the time, you know what I mean? Like their parents don't like control that at all. It's kind of crazy to me. So it makes me think to myself on how like dangerous online can be for younger people. So I kind of like, there's some people that think that this whole like parenting thing, or like this like what not phantom parenting, what is it called, online parenting as you call it, right? It's like I know a lot of people say that it's really weird because you don't get like the other parents' consent, and like, you know, it's kind of weird. People think that it's kind of like borderline grooming and stuff like that. But I also understand the other side of the coin. I get the other side of the coin when it's kind of one of those things of like, I've been able to see younger people with like access to online and like getting into like bad situations. Like I've had someone that actually was a weirdo pedo on my Discord server, and I had to deal with that situation because they're being weird, you know what I mean? It just makes me think to myself in regards to like, you know, that whole idea of keeping like younger people safe, but at the same time, it's, I don't know, it's kind of one of those things of like, it's edgy territory, you know.
It's a 50-50
it gets really blurred lines.
The best way I can put it is online mothers are sort of like the Batman of the Roblox community.
So why do you do this online parenting?
Because I adore being a mother and seeing people smile and seeing these small children be happy. Like two I adopted last night. They're only 11 and 12, and they play games like Fantasia, where there's a lot of weirdos, so it worries me. I don't like seeing children like that alone on the.
Isn't there a way to like distance it from like the role of mother to like a role model, and like you can still be motherly as a role model?
I'd rather it be mother because they become close to. True. But it's their decision. Mother, role model.
Yeah, but if they're kids, can they really make that decision?
Because I've been there emotionally. It's all up to how they feel. I don't force anything. It's all up to how they feel.
If you were a parent yourself, would you want the main goal to be stay away from all people online or all adults online, rather than try to seek out the good ones that have good intentions? Because they can't tell the difference.
You can say, I'm just talking to my friend about what we talked about.
Right.
How about what I told you? Rehash some really sensitive wounds, and I was trying not to cry.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Are you not worried that, say if something happens in your own life, right? Say if something that has happened in your own.
I'm stable enough now.
Okay, good. I just mean this like hypothetically speaking. Say something happens and you're no longer able to parent these online children, right?
I won't give up on them like my parents gave up on me. I will never.
I'm not saying you're gonna give up. I'm just giving a hypothetical situation
Life
of like
doesn't get
where
in my way.
Imagine if like you died, right? You're no longer.
I'd entrust my boyfriend.
You would entrust your boyfriend? Do you feel like he would actually like?
Absolutely. He's been the hypothetical father for our online kids. He's been the hypothetical father and been there by my side. So yes, I trust him fully.
Okay, so I guess he is their father figure as well. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
What if, say, both of you got into a car accident, bam, you're gone, and then there's a void left
Highly
for those
impossible.
kids?
Because we don't live together.
That could happen just in a general sense. Like that could happen to anybody.
Exactly, it's
like
a hypothetical.
Even, somebody's real life parents. So why does that matter, I guess?
All right, guys, the point is that if you enter into this kid's life at one point in time and then suddenly disappear, there's a void that's missing, right? It's like suddenly at first you have this kid who has a parental figure online who they met in a Roblox game, and they're taking on this motherly sort of role, but say something happens and that is no longer the case, right? The thing is like that void is missing. They're gonna search that out. They're gonna search that out and look for that motherly figure. And the downside to that is that there are people that are waiting for them, and they're thinking to themselves, come on, over this way. You know what I mean? They're the weirdos. They're the people that you need to be aware of, right? And the thing is that you don't want children to make it normal to converse with adults online the same way you would probably and would want to feel uncomfortable with, say, your kid at a playground talking with a random adult whilst they're on their own. I don't think she is an actual bad person, okay? Don't get me wrong. I think maybe a little bit misunderstood and not quite, but the thing is, even with those good intentions, there's another side to the coin. And the other side to the coin is, it's either can kids talk to adults on the internet or can they not? And I think it's because maybe when she was younger, this is just me psychoanalyzing, I don't actually know, right? I don't know her history, I don't know her story, but based off of what she said, you get the sense that maybe they were neglected, so they are trying to fulfill that role for another person because they know how they felt when they were younger, and that role model could have been a good person in their life. The point that I'm trying to say is, if you suddenly disappear, they would probably, it's safe to say, they would probably try to seek out online for another motherly figure, because in the past they had one before.
If I were dying, I'd turn them to my sister.
Well, no, but if it's a sudden incident that they,
She's also a mother.
if you were to die in a, if you were to instantaneously die in a car accident, how many
I've
people?
already thought about all.
How many people?
I've already thought about this.
So all of, like,
My husband, my fathers, my friends, everybody who's close to me knows if I die, to please look after my children.
The point I'm trying to get at is, doesn't this condition them to think that there are people online that will be their motherly figure when they probably should
No,
steer
because
away from that in the first place?
because the way I raise them, if they choose to be my children, I raise them to be cautious and aware. I don't teach them, oh yeah, every woman that's nice to you is a motherly figure. No, I teach them to look for signs of evil.
Aren't you one of those people though? Like, technically speaking, in terms of like,
No,
you were at one point a random online person, right? No, I'm not saying you're evil. I'm saying at one point in time in their lives
to
you were.
look for that.
But couldn't that be considered like a bad thing? Like,
no, I teach them to look out for the bad stuff because of what I've been through. I don't want anyone else to fall through that. So I make sure they know not to, and what's good from bad. I make sure they feel open to tell me anything, sexual or not. I make sure that they feel safe enough to tell me.
Isn't there a way of doing that without being a motherly figure though? Like, instead, you can consider yourself to be a role model, or a way to, like, a role model or some sort of sisterly figure, if you're an older sister, of course, right? So sisterly figure. With my community, I had some people that were quite young, like, 13, 14, 15. I'm sure some of them were probably below that as well when it came to, like, being on Discord or whatever, right? As a content creator, I can't get too close with them. You know what I mean? I can't get too close with them. I can't parent them. I can't really yeah, but at the same time, I still have that similar feeling of they need to be protected kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Protectiveness.
Yeah, just
That's
secured,
love.
right? But at the same time,
that's not a sibling.
Yeah, like, that can be a sibling thing though. That can be a sibling. There's a lot of older sisters and older brothers out there that took care of their younger child, toddler children when their parents weren't doing it, kind of thing, right? There's a lot of those sisters out there and brothers out there. I try to make sure that they understand that I'm not their friend, right? I'm not their friend. I'm not close to them. I am somebody that they can open up to if they, if they have serious problems. Like, I've had people talk to me about how they've had depression because I've opened up with my own depression, so they'll ask me questions about it. There will be situations where I'll be like, okay, yeah, you should go and talk to somebody, and then they go and talk to somebody, and then suddenly they actually have an outlet for their depression and have ways of dealing with that, right? But at the same time, it's like, that's when my job is done, kind of thing, right? It's like, I don't wait for them to find their next problem to bring to me, because I don't want to have them be reliant on some random online content creator that their parents probably don't even know about. You know what I mean? Their parents weren't neglectful, they were just unaware of what was going on, because they felt more comfortable talking to somebody online than they did their parents, even though they would have been just fine if they did talk to their parents, kind of thing. Do you find that with your online children that you try to encourage them to deal with their problems with their parents first before you step in?
I'm here if they can't solve those. That's what being an online mother is. You love and support them when their real life parents fail, like mine did for me.
All right, well, I mean, it sounds like you have genuine, care for the people that you have under you, and you know, you being that motherly figure to them.
Of course, I'm Mother Goose.
Mother Goose? Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, as long as they're safe, and yeah, I mean, I suppose what you're doing at the end of the day is a good thing compared to the people out there that are doing the bad thing, you know? Did you have anything else that you wanted to mention? I'm kind of curious,
Of
like...
course, I have a heart too big for my body. As you saw earlier, even if they were role-playing,
You.
my motherly instincts were there to try to comfort them.
Right. Oh, there were people role-playing?
I don't know if they were role-playing, they were crying about their parents hurting and cheating, so my brain immediately went to mother mode to try to comfort them.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, I'm gonna peace out. See ya, and thank you for the chat.
Bye. Be
It gave me
safe.
some insight to some new
Of
things.
course.
So, all right, take care.